Pilots, do you copy? Star Conflict here. The new year is close, which means it's time to review what it's been like for Star Conflict this year and create a short summary. The beginning of 2020 felt uneasy. Alien influence on the attacked sectors became much more prominent. They wrestled more and more locations under their control, and few pilots dared challenge them. In February, the Star Conflict world celebrated its 8-year anniversary. It was commemorated by special bundles, some gifts, and of course, fireworks. Pilots also received the newest tech, the seed chips. Although their nature has not been properly studied yet, everyone who wanted to stand up to the invaders equipped their ships with them. Early spring was memorable for the stay-at-home daily event. All pilots volunteering to limit dangerous contact were eligible for a free premium license each day. This was the contribution from the player base towards keeping the planetary threat at bay. The new Paper Conflict Brawl gave you an opportunity to fly around the dev's office on a paper plane. In that hustle and bustle, the traditional April Fool's event came almost unexpectedly. The players received a unique Papa Crab ship, a space pizza deliverer with special drones and missiles. Meanwhile, other new ships were introduced too, but this time they were pretty serious. The new Scylla engineering frigate, as well as 3 special ships to fight aliens, the Vale's fighter gunship, the Jellyfish interceptor, and the Langsac's long-range frigate. In May, the Empire's engineers gave the public the newest Gungnir frigate. They managed to implement 2 technologies in this single ship. It can land on space objects and disintegrate enemies at a long distance. Meanwhile, our pilots took part in another event to earn xenochips to later exchange them for pirate equipment, modules, and missiles. Well, now that we've mentioned pirates, as soon as our pilots, suffering losses both in crew and property, managed to hold the aliens off, they faced the pirate enclave. Some pilots could not resist the temptation and joined their side since they were given some promising prospects. At the same time, the Pirate Chronicles event started, where pilots would earn xenochips again to exchange them for all kinds of rewards. One such reward was the unique Tornado gunship, the only one of its kind allowing control of its 2 autonomous units simultaneously in different parts of a battle. The middle of the summer saw a Spaceball tournament. This amazing sport became popular in the galaxy again and had pilots forget about their battles, only to fight for the main prize. Meanwhile, the pirates never rested and actually increased their push, adding some of the newest destroyers in the game. The September update brought yet another exciting new machine to your hangars, the Raven Guard frigate, capable of getting right into the heat of the battle and leaving undamaged. All thanks to the shield oriented towards a direction opposite to the ship's movement. There were some changes away from the front lines too, and this time they were about safety. All pilots were recommended to switch to 2-stage authorization, and those who ignored it had limited access to the game market. In October, the engineers presented their latest development, 2 new training ships to help new pilots hone their skills before real battles. Now, more experienced pilots received the Black Ghost destroyer and the unique Plague Doctor ship that can infect the enemy with a deadly virus. Those who seek adventure were welcome in another brawl, this time in the terrifying Leviathan catacombs. In November, while pilots were adjusting to a new batch of balance improvements, earning xenochips and exchanging them for premium ships, deep in the world of Star Conflict, something new was brewing. And in December, it turned out to be the 1.8 update, Faction Wars. With the alien retreat, territorial conflicts escalated again, so the factions started a massive mobilization and mercenary recruitment. Jericho's docks are almost ready to launch a new destroyer, the Relic, capable of accumulating received damage and returning it back to the enemy. Well, this year has been pretty eventful for Star Conflict. In January, pilots will be eligible for a new marathon for Mrs. Frost. Expect fun tasks and generous rewards. This time with no time tricks. That's it for this year. Happy Earth holidays. Hear from you next year. Star Conflict, out.